Hi, it's Denise with Ladybug Stampin. Here's another video tutorial for you guys today. And today I'm going to cover a bundle that is coming next month for you guys. I think it's November 4th. And it's called Quite Curvy. And as you can see, we've got a lot of we've got 2 stamp sets, and they've all got curves. Look at that. Now, last night on Facebook, I created 2 cards, and I did a quick video. I'm doing a quick video this morning to post for my Vlogtober day 8 because I want to show this off in the cards that I made last night, but I wanted to redo them instead of just doing a loading my Facebook Live. But we have a Christmas one, so Curvy Christmas, and this is all related to Christmas. And then we have Quite Curvy, which you can use for other times during the year. So you got a birthday, just thinking of you, maybe a thank you here, and just a hello, and you got some birds and flowers. With this bundle, this is a bundle right here, and then you can buy this extra, is these dies right here, and we will be using this today. But we have these little curvy dies, and then you have the dies for the flowers, both flowers, an extra leaf die, let's see, and then the birds. And I think this little die right here is for this little guy right there. He's little, isn't he? So we're going to go ahead and create 2 cards with this, and then also in this suite that they're going to be offering in November are these gorgeous papers. Look at this. Are those not just beautiful? You got all kind of different colors, and the colors are in here are shaded spruce, cherry cobbler, and what was the other? Sahara sand. Well, here's the Sahara sand. I'll show it to you. Isn't that gorgeous? Woo, pretty, pretty. So I'll be creating a couple cards with these this month since we've got this to show it off, and next month as well too. So gorgeous papers. All right, guys. Well, let's go ahead and let's get our 2 cards created. So the first card we're going to create is this Faux Shiplap card with a wreath on it. So it looks like the side of a house or side of a barn or a she shed, something like that. But I'm going to show you how I got this shiplap look, which I think is fairly simple, but some people may know how to do it already and some may not. So I'm going to use my grid paper, and I'm going to line up my card here at the bottom right here. Okay, and there are I think we counted them last night, 21, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 squares, and each square is a 1/4 inch. And now this is cut at, I didn't write these down before I came on here, sorry guys, 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. So 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. And what I'm going to do is put them back up here on these squares. It doesn't anywhere on the grid paper. I'm going to take my T-ruler, I'm going to lay it down, and I'm going to take this side right here and just lay it up against my cardstock, and I'm going to go up every 3 squares, which is about 3/4 of an inch, so you can do it that way too. And I'm going to use our black Stampin' Right marker, and I'm not going to use the brush tip, but I'm going to use the millimeter, the 0.5 millimeter, which is kind of like a pin. I like to call it the pin side. And I'm just going to take and draw a straight line, and then I'm going to go up 3, and then 3 more. Make sure it's only 3, Denise. You don't want to, have to redo this video. I'm moving stuff out of my way over here. Okay. And then 3 more. And then the top one might be off, might be just 1, but that's okay. Right? Because that's true shiplap. Oh. Okay. Don't get out of whack here. I pushed it with my hand. All right. Now, last night when I created this, I didn't realize how well this was going to work out. So, but we are going to be putting a sentiment down here, and it worked out really well. Okay, on our first stamp set, we're going to use the Curvy Christmas, and we're going to use these 2 images right here, and then of course we're going to use this bow for our bow at top. On these little leaves right here, I'm going to, since it's photopolymer, I am going to try to make it go in a little bit more of a circle, like make like a C in a way, like that. So it will work more of a more go in a circle like that. Okay, so then we're going to get out our shaded spruce. I love this color. We were talking about this color last night and saying how pretty this was. All right, we're going to take our big one, our big leaf, and we're just going to start. And I'm going to go right about here. I'm going to start the first one. Okay. And I'm going to make sure I'm even on both sides somewhat. Okay. And then I'm just going to take this and go around. So it's going to be a pretty good size wreath. Okay. Let me go this side here. Well, no, do it like I was doing it last night. Like that. And then like that. That's okay because we'll cover that up. All right, so you've got your little ring. So now you come back with your small one. And we're going to add, and I'm just going to stamp off in the middle right there. Okay. And I'm going just outside. Oops, I forgot to stamp off. I'm going just out inside a little bit. Now, I didn't do that last night, but I wanted to do it today. Okay, stamp off. And then come right here and stamp off. Okay, and I'm going to ink my stamp up and then stamp off and just come back and fill these up like I didn't do. Okay, that looks good. Well, let's put one right there. Just to fill that a little bit. Okay, that's pretty cute. Now we're going to use cherry cobbler in our little bow stamp. And I'm going to stamp onto cherry cobbler. I think last night I stamped on real red on accident. So I'm just going to stamp this out on this little piece of cherry cobbler, and this is cut at 1 inch by 2 inches, and that's about all you need for this bow. Okay, and we're going to get out our paper snips, and I am going to fussy cut this really quickly. Okay, we're going to finish this up. Who likes to fussy cut? Leave me a comment below. Sometimes it's relaxing and sometimes it's not. Okay, and then we're going to get our sentiment out. And our sentiment says, "Thinking of you at Christmas." And we're going to stamp it in cherry cobbler. Okay, so I'm going to ink this up really well. And I'm going to put my sentiment right on this one right here. This second shiplap board up. Okay, I'm just going to make sure it's even as possible. There we go. Okay, and now we can put this bad boy together real quick. So we're going to get out some adhesive. And I'm going to take this and put some adhesive on the back. And put it onto a piece of this DSP. Is that called, what is it called? Classic Christmas. The DSP is called Classic Christmas. So pretty. And this right here is cut at, I think it's 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. But I will have all the measurements, you know, down below, of course. Oh, that didn't want to stay on there. I didn't push it far enough down, I guess. I don't know. Okay, let me see. No, it's 4 by 5 1/4. So it's 4 by 5 1/4. Oh, that's right, because I wanted a bigger border. Okay, then we have a piece of cherry cobbler here. And this is cut at 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. And then we're just going to take this and add some adhesive on the back and adhere it here like this. And then we're just going to put some adhesive on our bow. Make sure it's the right side, Denise. Okay, oops. And I'm going to add our little bow right there. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Now we'll go ahead and finish the inside real quick. I've got a piece of Whisper White cut at 4 by 5 1/4, and I'm just going to put some of these little green leaves going up the side. Kind of just like this a little bit. You could even stamp off if you wanted to. And I'm just going to go like that. Maybe down here like this. And you can even use the small one if you want. I just wanted something a little extra in there. A little extra. And then we have this Merry Christmas stamp. And we're going to stamp it in cherry cobbler. It's in the same, in this Curvy Christmas. And I'm going to put it about right here. Some adhesive on here. Open your card and add it right there. Look, isn't that cute? I don't always do the insides, I know, but sometimes I do, so I like that. Okay, so the next card is going to be, we're going to use our dies and we're going to create this little curve right here. Okay, and we are making a big card this time, you guys. We're making a 5 by 7, so this is cut at, this Whisper White is cut at 10 by 7 and then scored at 5 or 5, not 5.5. I'm so used to saying 5.5. And I'm just going to burnish that a little bit. I just wanted a big card for this look. And it's probably because of the sentiment. Okay, so we're going to take this, and this is cut at 6 by 4 3/4. So 6 by 4 3/4. And we're going to get out our dies. Now you can use either one of these. You can use the polka dots for this, but I wanted this little detail, just part of it. And so we're going to take this, and what will happen is when I put it up like this, it's going to cut this side up here. Okay, and then this piece and this piece is going to become attached if my little detail is pointed up. If my detail is pointing down, okay, it's going to cut this bottom piece with this detail, and then this will be the straight edge. But I want the detail on this part. You can choose whatever size you want. I'm going to go up about, let's see, almost 2 inches like this. Okay, maybe we'll go down a little bit. So it's about 1 3/4. Let's see, 1 2 3 4. Yeah, 1 3/4 right here. And we're going to run this through the Big Shot, and I'll be right back. This is how it die cuts. So you've got the little detail. Put it down here so you can see it a little bit better. So the detail is pointing up, and this is the way I cut it. Oh, there's some stuff in there. Okay, so that's how that's cut, like that. And now I'm going to take that Quite Curvy stamp set, and I'm going to get out my card base because we need this. And before we adhere it, first thing we're going to do is we're going to lay our card down. Now I'm showing on this side. For some reason, I don't know why it does that, but it just a hair, it's not folded right. Okay, we're going to line the sides up and the bottom. So you want about the same width on each side. Down to the bottom too, you want to line up. Okay, we're going to do it just like that. And I'm going to get out, let's see, I did wishing you the happiest birthdays last time, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and stick with that because I will need another birthday card. So we're gonna stick with that. I'm gonna use this stamp, wishing you the birthday one, in the shaded Spruce. We're gonna just keep it all the same color. Just makes it really, I mean, you could use the cherry cobbler if you wanted to, or even a different color, black if you wanted, but I'm gonna stick with the shaded Spruce. And I'm going to go more to this side, and I'm going to line it up with my curve. Okay, so I'm going to start right about there, and I'm going to stamp that down. That's pretty good. All right, now we're going to go ahead and adhere our DSP, and I'm going to actually lift this up with dimensionals. I thought it just gave it a little bit extra something. Got all my dimensionals on here, and I wanted to point out something because it's so large that I needed to put a dimensionals 3 up the side, 3 up this side, 1 in the middle, and I put 1 down here, and then these 2. Same way down here. I put 2 on each side and 2 in the middle. That way it doesn't like fall down. Because if you don't, I did that earlier, and I just put 1 on each corner, and it kind of like, it didn't look right. My paper was kind of odd. Okay, I'm going to line this back up like I had it. Be very careful because once that stuff hits, it's going to stick. Your dimensionals. There we go. And then we're going to take this one and I'm going to line it up before it touches. Okay, that's pretty good. There we go. Okay, we're going to take some of this Wonder of the Season ribbon combo pack that is from the August-December mini. We're not going to use the cord, but you can use that on something else. I'm going to be using that on another card actually. And so we're going to use this, and this is Shaded Spruce. And I'm just going to take in here, I'm not even going to cut it off, I'm just going to take and tie a knot. I'm not going to make a bow. I'm just going to tie a knot because it's so thick. This is so wide, you don't need it. Okay. I don't want it to be too tight either. I don't want my middle to be really, really tight. But you could add some gold to this if you wanted to give it a different look. I'm just going to fold this, get my paper snips out. Oh, I did it the wrong way. Wrong way. It's okay. I don't want a big tail anyways. Okay. This way. There we go. And then this one right here. Not very coordinated, am I? Okay. And I'm going to go up about there just to make sure. That way I'm not wasting too much of that ribbon because I love it. Okay. Yeah, that's about right. Just make sure your little tails are kind of flat like that. And we're going to get a glue dot because I found that that was the perfect way to adhere this. And I'm going to figure out which side I want. If I want it this way or this. No, I want it that way. Okay. So that's more the flat. So I'm going to get two glue dots. And I'm just going to take it and adhere it right here. Like that. So it gives a little something so it's not just really plain. And there you go. And here are our two cards that we created. Now again, I created one of these last night, but I recreated it for you guys. And I'll show you the other one we created last night. This was all Shaded Spruce, and then I used the white polka dot ribbon. And then on here, I used the curvy little dots. And then this image are these trees. And then I used the May Your Days Be Merry and Bright. And then this is on dimensional. So I'll put the sizes out when I take the pictures. I'll take this too, and I will list the sizes down for that. But you can see it's just really layering. I just layered all the way up, and then this is on dimensionals as well. Okay, and then I created a little bow with my little ribbon, my tulle ribbon. Okay, guys. Well, thanks for stopping by today. And again, I'll have everything listed back down below. And please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and leave me a comment. I've been enjoying reading them. So, all right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.